Everybody, it's Corey and Denise, and we're still at the Austin RV show, but now we're over at the Grand Design Imagine pull trailer section. So we're going to do a tour of the Imagine 2670 MK. Now remember, the construction nuts and bolts of how is an Imagine built is going to be linked to in a separate video at the end of this one. So make sure you go and check that out too, because that'll give you a lot of added extra information. Also remember that we just research a lot, and we go on forums, and we talk to lots of people and reps, and we gather every bit of information that we can, and then we put it on a video to share with you. But if you're an Imagine owner and you've got something to share with us, please leave it in the comments. Or if you have some questions about the Imagine, or you would like us to look at a particular floor plan for you, please also send that to us in the comments. So we're just going to start on the outside and move around, and then we'll take you into the juicy part on the inside. So let's start at the front of the trailer, because there's this huge pass-through storage area. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. And alongside that is your utility bay. So if you go look at that construction video that I mentioned, it's going to give you more detailed information on how that works, okay? So then moving down, we've got your fresh water fill, and way down here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a white pull. That is your fresh water pull to drain your tank when you want to get rid of the water that's in it. So the windows on the Imagine are similar to the frameless windows, but they're not the same, but they'll work in the same way. You've got a tank flush. You've got a 50 amp service, which is great for this size of trailer. Down below here is where there's a pull for your gray, and there's a pull for your black. And while we're at it, over here is where you're hooking up your hose. Now, there is more than one gray tank on this rig, but nicely they've made it so that they all come out to one drain, so you only need one hose. You're not hooking up multiple things. What else can I tell you? We've got the slide here, and it is an electric slide on a rack and pinion. It does not have slide toppers, so anybody who knows or has been watching any of our videos knows that we think slide toppers are really an important feature. We wouldn't buy a trailer without them, so if you have to add them, add them. Coming down the way, this is a fairly big slide, so the rack and pinion system is a good one for it. Coming to the back, the Imagine does have a rear view camera. You've got your ladder, which means you can get up on your roof and do the maintenance and clean off your slide. And this is a good spot for the spare tire. I saw one earlier today that was mounted underneath, and I'm thinking, heat of the moment, side of the road, climbing underneath your wig to drop down a tire and then yard it out of there. Probably not going to be a happy situation. So this is good. So this is that pass-through storage from the other side, and you can see there's a ton of room in there. And I know you've got the box of your truck for stuff, but there's stuff you're not going to want to get wet or that you want secure. This is a great spot for it. So moving on down the trailer, let's take a look at the awning. This will be an electric awning. It's got the LED lighting. There's also some speakers up there for outdoor sound. And when this moves up and pulls out, you'll see these arms moving right out of the way for you. We've got an aluminum fold-up step system. So it looks like at the RV show today, you can get this trailer for about $31,000. Now at MSRP is at $40,000, so that is a pretty significant savings. This is another slide, and it is on a Schwintek system. It's a fairly big slide, but really it's dependent on the weight of what's going on in that. So we'll go inside and see what's inside it. Let's come down here and check out the outdoor kitchen. Outdoor kitchens are not a big deal to us, but to a lot of people they are. What we like about this one is its height, obviously. It's everything here is reachable for us, so we like that. Small fridge, but you know, you can put your drinks in there and then you don't need to run back and forth. You've got electrical, and you've got a 2-burner grill here. So you could set up your barbecue out here and a table and have a nice outdoor kitchen. So let's go inside and see what's next. Come on. Wow, eh? Look at this. This is expansive countertop. I don't think I've ever seen this much countertop space in a trailer, right? Wow. Okay, wow, where to start? Let's go with these uppers here in the kitchen. Take a look at those. Okay, well, there's pretty good space and they're easy to reach, so I like that. Lighting drawers. I love drawers, so that's all good. 4 of them. And then a big one. Wow, that's good. What's on the other side? I don't know what's over there because this space is not being used. That must be the outdoor kitchen. Yeah, that's what that is. Do have a plug here, so that's nice. You have a high point microwave oven. Pretty small, but adequate. You have a 3-burner gas stove, which is a Furion brand. Actually, I think I like it. I like where the burners are placed. I like the height of it. And then you move down to a nice oven. It's not a huge oven, but it's a nice oven. And then I wanted to take a look at this island, because you just don't often see islands in pull trailers. So this gives you even more countertop space. A 1-piece stainless undermount sink. These are not hard surface countertops, but the laminate does go over the edges, so there's no seams there. The tap is a decent tap. I'm hoping they have some covers for this sink. That's just an important thing for me. More drawers. So how many do we get here? 3 of those. And then more storage. Oh my gosh, look at the size of the space. There's big storage under this sink. Liking that. And then moving back. Oh, okay. So here's your fridge. It's a Dometic. This would be about an 8 cubic foot fridge, I believe. So I like the height of it. I like everything about the fridge. And then next to it, you have like some pantry style storage. Now what I don't like, I like the space. What I don't like is that who can reach way back there? Like can you imagine if you have stuff in here and you're trying to get that thing at the back? So really what would make this better is to have some pullouts in it. You might even be able to fab something up yourself for that. Okay, so here's a problem that I'm seeing. So the concern that I've got about the fridge placement is that when the slide comes in, it's going to snug right up to this, and you're not really going to be able to access this. Well, I guess when this slide comes in, it may not butt right up against the island, and you might be able to squeeze through there. And if you can squeeze through there, you would be able to get at your fridge, you know, until it hit that. So that would be okay. You would also be able to get into your pantry. What you wouldn't be able to use is your stove or your microwave. You could reach your sink from that side. But yeah, so that you could still put groceries away and that kind of thing. So that would be fine. So also when you come over to this space, I mean, this is a feature for us for sure. I mean, we work a lot. And to have a dedicated desk would be really nice. I mean, you have to put a stool or something in there, but that's fine. You've got drawers, 2 of those, and then you've got some upper storage, so that's nice too. And you get to sit right at the back of your rig with this great window. I like it. While we're at the window, I just want to, okay. Couple things. I like sliders because I like the flow that you get. Single pane, we wouldn't do that. It depends. It's up to you. It would be an upgrade to go to double panes, but we would make that upgrade. The blinds, well, they're not bad. I wouldn't let the kids play with them or anything, but they're not bad. So I really like this desk area. I think it's a great feature. Okay, so moving around. To this slide, just want to look. about accessing. Okay, so you can get into it from here, but it would be pretty hard to go all the way back. But you do get one of these on both sides. This is a pretty big table, and of course this whole thing's going to make down into a bed. Laminate top again, but it does go over the edges, so that's good. Big windows, I like that. These are fairly comfortable cushions. Then we come to our recliners. So these seem to be the pretty standard recliner theater seating that Grand Design's using. So they're comfortable, they're good. And you know, there's nothing impeding your viewing of the TV. And you know, even with the recliner out, I think you could still walk around just fine. It's quite a bit of space in here. So let's switch sides and I'll show you what's over here. You get a big TV. Yay! I know many of you love big TVs. And the cool thing is that the TV will slide down underneath so that the window behind it is visible and letting in light. So when you're watching TV, you have it, and when you're not, you've got lots of countertop space and a window. Also, another thing that I like is the fireplace. I like them just because they're nice, but they also put out a lot of heat when you're hooked up to electricity, which reduces your propane use. Some extra storage, your controls there. This is a nice setup. I like it. Grand Design has a skylight, a vent, and an air conditioning going on in here with a speaker system. This is probably a 15,000 BTU air conditioner, and I doubt that it has any heat pump in it. They also have their heat venting going through furniture or walls or cabinetry or things like that. I'm just looking for some more of those, and I don't see any. So I would think this space could use more than one. Let me look underneath the cabinet here. Oh yeah, okay. Underneath the island, trust me, you don't have to look under it. Underneath the island is another vent. So you're going to get some good circulation of heat through here, especially if you're using that fireplace. Let's go back here. Up here is your controls for everything, thermostat. Come on into the bathroom. Well, it's a fairly spacious bathroom. I do like the amount of countertop space you get because there's, you know, you can put your stuff down there. I do like this sink. This is definitely an upgrade from a lot of the sinks that we have been seeing around the show today. The taps are kind of plasticky, but that's about standard. The vanity, I like where the mirror is located. There's some storage in there, so that's good. There's also some storage in here. It's nice to see them using every little bit of space. Let's see what it's like down here. There's actually not bad storage for having your plumbing and everything there. And then you get 3 drawers that are a decent size too, so I do like that. There's also a plug-in there. Now let's check out the shower. Okay, so this is a decent sized shower. You get a bit of a skylight. These are pretty standard fixtures, kind of plasticky. You could replace those if you wanted to. This is not a fiberglass shower, and it is in a couple of pieces. So the base here is a separate piece, and I'm noticing that it is not caulked through here. That would be a suggestion that I would ask at a dealership, is to have those kinds of things caulked up before you took delivery. They do say it's not necessary and it's all going to be fine, but I wouldn't want to take the chance. I'd want it caulked. But it's a good shower. Let's check out the door here. Oh, this is the, I don't even know what you call that material. There. So, we've seen this on a number of different trailers, and I don't think it's bad, but it's a bit flimsy, and I would be afraid that someone would fall against that or rip it or break it. And then the other concern that we'd have is during transit, or after use, not necessarily during transit, but after use, you'd want to leave it closed because it rolls into this piece right here, and you wouldn't want it wet and then rolling up in there, or that's where you're going to start to see mold and mildew, right? So, yeah. you just want to leave that open so that it could dry. Then you've got your toilet here, and we've got a porcelain bowl with a plastic lid and a foot flush, decent enough space. You've got a vent, and you've got your AC, and your heating is coming through down here under the shower. So it's nice to know that all the temperatures are being regulated throughout the whole rig. Let's check out the bedroom in this unit. So this is going to be residential queen, which is nice. It seems a little hard, but a lot of people like a harder mattress. Storage, you're going to get that closet. There's a drawer here. There's a plug down here. And then same thing over there. But if you could come in here, I'd like to show you this. This is a big closet. Ooh, nice light. See, and it's way up there, and I didn't have to touch it. It just came on. And big, so there's two of those big drawers. So, I mean, that's...
Three?
Nope, there's two. And then there's also the storage up here, which is deep and useful for things that you don't need a lot. I see that there is another AC in here. I'm not sure much about it. I'll have to see if I can learn something and tell you about it, either in the description or sometimes I just run it across the bottom of the video. Let's see if there's any storage under this bed. Oh, there is. Oh, quite a bit too. That's nice. And you can walk around all sides of this bed. So I like that. The lighting's good. You've got two windows. That's good too. Sorry, folks. Yeah, so blinds are the same as the other spaces. This is a decent bed for this size of a trailer. Oh, found a USB. Oh, let's talk about numbers. Come on, folks. Can I sit down? I feel like I've been on my feet all day at this RV show. And we are in Grand Design Imagine's 2670 MK, and I just want to go over all the numbers with you. So the weight of the trailer is 6,785 pounds. The hitch weight, 642. The actual length of the 2670 is 32 feet 3 inches. It's always longer than the number they post. The actual height, 10 foot 11 inches, and then the tank size. The freshwater is at 52, the gray at 71, and the black at 39. And the wheel size on this is 15 inches. So if you have any questions about this, I'd be really happy if you just threw them in the comments and I'll get a hold of someone and give you some answers. If you have an Imagine and you want to share any information about yours with us, we'd really like to hear about that. So please also put that in the comments. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like and hit the subscribe button, because we love knowing that you guys are out there watching and we just can go out and do a whole bunch more. So hit subscribe, and thanks for watching.